What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video on my channel. It has been a little bit. I am all over the place. Alright, so here's my channel. I got some subscribers. I gotta change my profile picture. I don't like that picture anymore, but yeah, so I need to get back into it. It's been, jeez, I don't even know, 7 months since I really did a vlog and all that. A month since I posted this video. And I pretty much do the same thing all the time. Updates, random update, workout and fruit. A mess of a day. This was just a chaotic cluster of a day. This is a cook with me and update. Didn't get that many views because it was an hour long, and where I'm still new, you don't really get notifications out for that aspect. I'm back on my big camera, and I really need to get like another holder for it, like a grip. I have like a little one that I've shown before, but I don't like the way it's really odd to hold, and I'm not going to put it on my tripod and hold my tripod, so I have to look into something. I have the Canon Rebel T7i. I want to get a better camera, but I just don't have the money for it. I mean, I have money in my savings that I could spend the money on getting myself a good camera, but I don't want to spend the money and then not continue this. So you come in my room. There's my puppy. You got the ramp here. Cat's down there. That's actually really cute. Peekaboo. Isn't that cutie pie? So I moved the ramp for them over here with my bed. And then I got a light here. My hanger for all my hats and jackets I wear all the time. Oh my god, she's so cute. That's adorable. So then I'm not gonna show over here. It's a clutter. So my bookshelf's over there now, and I got this light little thing. I got my police scanner right there. I got a new subwoofer. Well, a subwoofer. Never had one. This thing attaches right there. It's like really sketchy, and it is on the wall. Like, I put it to the wall, and it's technically Bluetooth, but because this is a Roku TV, you technically need a Roku speaker to do Bluetooth. So this cord right here is plugged into the back of this and the back of my TV, which I don't like. So I got my TV there, and then my cool curved monitor that I've shown you guys before. I gotta clean my desk a little bit. It's a little chaotic. I got my work phone, personal phone. I have my Mac, because my old computer, which is down here, started not working, which I've had for like 5 years, something like that. So my Mac works perfect with this. I just have this little plug thing here where you got HDMI cord and then a USB thing, which is all of my USBs. So I just got my speakers for my computer and my keyboard and mouse in there right now. So my mouse lights up, my keyboard lights up, and then I have these speakers and this cool subwoofer. It actually sounds amazing. I can actually show you guys. Wait till you guys hear this. These speakers. I'm only gonna play like my video. What's up? Welcome to another vlog. Hope you liked the vlog that I posted. So, like you could hear, that speaker is pretty good. I'm not gonna like play music on it because I don't want to get copyright infringement. I've already had a couple issues with copyright, and which is stupid. But alright, so I got my calendar up, and I have another TV. This was actually my dad's from New York when he was going back and forth. So I watched this one at night by my bed because like I sleep right here. And so it's like easier right there, and I don't have to put the volume on too loud, because that TV I always had to put so loud, and my dad would come in and be like, can you turn it down? So, but I watched like that one, and work on my computer during the day, and then if I'm laying in bed to go to sleep, I have this one on. Sometimes when I lay in bed, I do watch that one. So I got it all set up. Yeah, my bed. Cutie pie sleeping there. I'm just in a lull of when school starts again because I'm on a quick little break because I do summer classes so I can graduate this time next year. But another new update is we got a cool drop freezer because our freezer in the kitchen is like super small. And then we got cute little baby. Hi, baby. Hi, Charles. So I'm just hanging out, doing some little things that just need to do. I'm gonna make, in a little bit, I'm gonna make mac and cheese, and I will record that because I like cooking. I gotta do some dishes first. I need to get the mail because that just came, and I have to check to see if the trash got picked up or not today. I can't tell from my window if it was picked up. I'm going to set up everything that I need to do the mac and cheese, and we'll go from there. So I got the dishes done. You always got to make sure that the dishes are done. And I wanted to show my cool apron my dad got me. It's got pockets here for when I cook. So I'm gonna get the mail, and then we're gonna get into making mac and cheese. We make it with cavatappi little noodles. They're really cool. These little guys. So we do that. I got a recipe that my mom always uses. I have changed it a little bit. I use different cheese now. We used to use the Cabot, just regular green sharp cheese. Then I found this mac and cheese. It's got Alpine cheddar and sharp cheddar, which it's so good. I used it on my breakfast sandwiches, but I am gonna walk to the mailbox and I'll take you along with me. So I always bring my phone and my house key, even though it's like right down the road over there. I've been locked out of my house before, so now I don't ever go outside without my phone or house key. I checked to see if the mail got picked up today. Oh, good. I can bring those in. But yeah, right over there by the bushes is the mail. I need to get better at videoing out in public because, like, I don't like it. I always feel like wicked weird about it. And I just don't like people staring at me. So it's like right now my neighbors are probably like, what is this girl doing? But yeah, it's kind of a gross, gloomy day. Hopefully there's even mail. Past couple days we haven't had any mail. Oh, there is. 1 for Dad, 2 for Dad. Okay, no mail for me. It's a good day, that's for sure. So yeah, so it's a rainy day here in Harwich, Massachusetts. I know a lot of my subscribers are not from around here, so, but yeah, this is my little neighborhood. It's cute. There's one house that's still empty because people keep moving out. The price of these rentals are ridiculous. But yeah, so school for this semester was pretty good. It was my last 2 criminal justice classes with my favorite teachers, so I'm a little sad about that. But I'm glad that I'm almost done. So I have 2 classes this summer. I'm taking criminal evidence for an elective that I needed, and then I'm taking my math online, which my teacher was like, or my advisor was like, why are you doing that? You're not good in math, like you said. And summer classes are like quick terms. So most classes are, so the semester I'm in right now started in January and just ended. So that's 5 months, right? 4 or 5 months long. Technically like 4 months. And this semester coming up, I have 1 class that is from June to August, which is the that's the math class, I think, is the full semester. And then, but that's only 2 months. And then criminal evidence is only a month long. So it's gonna be interesting, but I'm excited for it. I got a new case, totally random, but I got a new case on my phone, and I got these cool lens covers. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. This is magnetized. It's got a cool phone stand. I need a new case because my old one was getting funky. So I'm gonna get this set up and I'll show you the process. So I'm putting on my apron. I laughed at myself because I thought it looked funny. I'm going to fill the pot and fill it up with water. And I said here that do a voiceover, so I had to fix the camera angle, but the way that I fill the water is with the hose, and I make a mess all over myself. I just splashed myself. I wasn't paying attention. I was paying attention to the camera and completely splashed myself. Got it all over the ground. That is what I get trying to get good cinematic footage. Well, this is just going to sizzle a little bit while it's on the burner, but filled it up, put it on high. You know the saying, watch pot never boils, so I am not going to watch the pot boil, but I'm gonna clean my breakfast pan. To get a new one of these. It's getting so wore out. Or if anyone in the comments below know how to clean this, because I can't get this clean. I mean, you can see that I've tried, but yeah, so now we just wait for the pasta to boil. Sometimes I'll get all the stuff together for everything that goes in it. Put the strainer in the sink. It is sizzling, but it'll be okay. So I always look at these directions to see what I need. So I need flour, and I need salt and pepper, and then I'm gonna need 2.5 cups of milk. This one is 2 cups, and then I always use this little guy because it has a half. So that's the milk. And then I need to do 3 tablespoons of that flour. But I've created a new way of doing this. I do add a little bit more than 3 tablespoons of flour because it gets it nice and thick. So we do the 3, so that's 2. And then we're on 3. And then we do like a half, a little bit more than half. Put that in the sink, so the flour is all set. And I put the salt and pepper in the flour. I'm not gonna take the butter out yet, but the butter is 3 tablespoons. Actually, I could because our butter dish could use some. I don't know if a lot of people know this. I mean, you might, but it shows the measurements right here. So I need 3 tablespoons, but I do a little over. I do 3.5. So 3.5 can go there, and then we got our little butter dish for the rest. I need some ideas for new videos. I do the same thing over and over again. I cook, I babble, I do events for my mom, and I'll post them on our work YouTube, which is the Harvard Chamber of Commerce. It's an orange little circle. So I'll post videos from there to here also, because it is my editing, it is my video style, so I like to show my stuff on my work also. But I mean, I need new ideas. When I first started this YouTube, gosh, years ago, I don't even know what the first video was, when that was. YouTube Studio. If you guys don't know about YouTube Studio, use it, because that's where you can see all your analytics and everything on the bottom, and then see your total subscribers. So let's see. When was my first video? My first video was 7 years ago. And it was just a quick little film going to an aquarium in New York. And my editing style back then was awful. I got 6 years ago, for my 24-hour vacation, I got a copyright infringement because I was playing music. A lot of the times, I mean, you guys can see I did vertical filming. This is when I was super skinny. I got copyright infringement 5 years ago. Then I realized, oh wait, you could turn it horizontally, and I did all these. I did a quick little vlog. A lot of it was, I would put a bunch of videos together from a couple days, because at that point I was working a full-time job at a liquor store, so I couldn't really video every day. Then we got, when I went away, a lot of cook with me's and coronavirus stuff. Well, I don't know if I can still say that on YouTube or not. But yeah, just I need some ideas. I've gone through a lot of health issues. I've had a hard time coming up with videos and stuff. Come up with ideas. I don't know what to do. I'm glad I'm in this new group from Keeping Up with the Joneses, Bishop, Tunnel Vision, John Bishop Jones, however you want to call him. He's cool. I've learned about him from other channels. He is now doing an apprentice program, and he's in Arizona, but he's connecting with all of us around the world, teaching us how to do stuff, and I appreciate that. I've already said thank you in the group chat that we're in, which I think is really cool. So shout out to him. Bishop, you're awesome. And yeah, enough with me babbling. I'm gonna let this boil. I gotta throw some laundry in, so while this is boiling, I'm gonna run downstairs and put laundry in, and then I'll be back. Alright, we're back. I put my laundry in. This is still boiling. I put the apron down a little bit, but I don't think I like it this way either. So I'm just gonna take it off. I had a question for you all. What is your go-to food? Like, what is it that you either have to make all the time or like go out to eat? So like and mine's different for making and going out. And I am gonna start shaking because I am holding my camera on my tripod. But my go-to to eat and make for myself at home, if I'm being lazy, is ramen. But I do the regular chicken ramen. You guys can't see me with that light. The regular chicken ramen, and then I squeeze 1 to 2 lemons in it. So I kind of make like a lemon chicken. These are seedless lemons. I have all different shapes and sizes. This one makes me laugh. That's a lemon. But look at the shape of that. But yeah, I make lemon chicken ramen pretty much. I have 6 lemons left. And I always love doing that. I found something funny in my fruit bowl yesterday. Let's see if I can show you guys. Turn me around. My onion is growing. I didn't really realize you're not supposed to keep them closed in a bag. So I gotta let them out. 2 favorite onions. Regular sweet or just regular onion. This is like a sweet yellow onion, I think, which is growing. I need to cut it. That I need to cut today. And then red onion. I think I want to cut that today, or maybe do a little of both. And oh Jesus, I almost dropped you. Make caramelized onions. I love caramelized onions, and I have jars downstairs that I can jar it. Or I'm going to pickle this one, and then half of this I'm gonna find a recipe to caramelize. That sounds really good. And then I'm going to try, these are some old little baby potatoes. I'm going to make little cheese potato fried things. I found a recipe online for. Oh my god, I gotta show you guys. What are you doing? The cat's up on her table. I'm gonna look up pickled onions and caramelized onions and see if I can come up with a good recipe, because I don't want the onions to go to waste, but I love both those kinds of onions also. But I found a recipe for the pickled onions, so I got apple cider vinegar. I love the Braggs apple cider vinegar with the mother. It's really healthy for you. If you want to cleanse your body, drink this in lemon water. You'll go. So a little bit of sugar. It calls for a smashed clove. I don't have a smashed clove of garlic. I have minced garlic, so same. Calls for sea salt. I have Himalayan sea salt, which is the only salt that I will use. And Jesus, good thing that knife wasn't open. And the onion, and then I think it said a little water. So the recipe I took a picture of so I could remember it. I had like 2, but I found one that's like really good. So it's technically 2 medium red onions, so I only have 1. So the measurements I'm gonna break down. So it calls for vinegar, water, sugar, and garlic. And you cut the onion and you put the garlic in a jar, which I got a brand new jar downstairs. And then in a pot you boil vinegar, water, sugar. You gotta let it cool and then you pour it in the jar and you store it in the fridge, and it says it's ready to eat after an hour, but better overnight, which I will rather do that. So that's the plan. But I'm going to check on the pasta and then get going with the pickled onion. Actually, I'll probably wait to do the pickled onion until I'm done with the mac and cheese because I need that burner. So let me check the mac and cheese. Since the last time I updated you guys on my health, I think I have lost, not on purpose, but the water weight is starting to finally come off. I think I've lost about 4 pounds since the last time I videoed. I want to say it was like 140 or 138 that I last told you guys. So if I was 140, I have lost 4 pounds because I am 136 now. And if I was 138, then obviously I lost only 2 pounds because I'm buffering between 136 and 138. So I don't know. Time will tell. We'll see. I don't know. It's not like I'm starving myself. Yeah, I'm not doing any kind of dieting or anything like that. I mean, I have been trying to eat better than I used to. Some days I'm just not hungry at all because I'm going through whatever kind of refresh that I am. I mean, I drink like 3 of these a day, which I haven't drank any today, and I could tell I was thirsty. But I think the pasta's ready. I'm going to strain it into a bowl, or into the strainer. Now I gotta let that cool down for a few minutes because it just overflowed. What is happening here? I'm trying to tighten the tripod, but yeah. So that just overflowed. I now have to wait for the burner for a minute because there's water everywhere. But the pasta is done, so I'm gonna put it in the strainer that's in the sink and then get all that ready. But I gotta get the milk in those. We don't, well, my dad and I don't drink regular milk anymore. I can't digest it. And my mom only uses it for mac and cheese, cereal if she has cereal. 2.5, a little over 2.5. And then this will probably just sit in the refrigerator like this forever now. So let's strain this. The worst part about having glasses is straining stuff because it gets all fogged up in my face, so I really can't see. So I've learned to strain like backwards so it's not pointing at me, although I can't see the pot. That's all in here. So that's gonna sit like that. Now, first thing on the instructions or recipe is put butter in, and then you let this melt, and then you stir in the flour, and then gradually you stir in the milk so it doesn't get like super watery too fast. After that's all like melted and all that and stuff together, you put the cheese in. That part I always have a difficulty with. It never melts how fast I want it to, so I'm gonna put this stuff back on the burner and then we'll see. This is the best angle I can get so you guys can watch what I'm doing. So I'm gonna turn the burner back on, but on 2. The butter's already in here. It was starting to melt because the pan was still hot. So let this melt. guys can see it's in there melting. These are the days that I wish I had like someone to film for me. So the butter is melted. Now in goes that. I may possibly have to put more butter in because that was a lot of flour. Actually, that looks pretty good. It's not as bad as I thought. My mom, when she makes this, she usually uses a whisk. I don't like using the whisk. I feel like it doesn't work. It gets stuck in it for one. Especially when you put the cheese in. So this is all mixed in. I'm not going to show you guys because it's too hard because I don't want to mess it up. So now slowly the milk goes in. I do a little bit of it. Get it incorporated in. So like this part, I always do very low heat because you don't want it to burn. Like it's already starting to stick. Sometimes I start to really put the milk in because it starts to stick, but we're doing all right. We're slowly melting. So that half a cup of milk is done. And we bring over the big guy. But I want to make sure that this gets all mushed together and stuff. This, I stick the whole thing into the pot so it doesn't like drip out on the backside where I'm holding it. So get that all incorporated, let it melt together. My mom was trying to come home, but I want to cook this with peace and quiet because the dogs, when my mom comes home, always barks, and it's not time for them to have dinner. I had to say it quietly because they know words. I don't know about all you guys out there with your animals, but do they understand you? Because mine certainly do. If I was to say turkey and the noise that it makes, my puppy would go nuts. So sometimes I get really antsy with this mac and cheese mixture, and my gradually pouring in milk turns to I give up because I'm not going to sit here and keep doing it. So instead of me babbling while I'm doing this, I am going to finish this aspect of it and then I'll show you how the cheese melts. So got all the milk in here. I'm gonna let that sit for a few seconds on its medium heat. Let it boil up a little bit. And I'm gonna open up cheese. I don't want the cheese too cold still because it'll be harder for it to melt. I hate these packages also. So I'm just gonna let them sit right there for a few minutes while this thickens up a little bit, if it's going to. But I can show you guys. That's what it looks like right now. It's just flour, butter, and a lot of milk. It's starting to burn. So now we gotta turn it down. Pop this cheese in. Now the fun part is to get this to melt and not burn. So I always turn it down to start because otherwise it's gonna burn, and this pot is getting old and I don't want the paint to chip off the bottom, so I'm gonna let that melt a little bit. Once this melts and this is all incorporated into each other, then you toss the pasta in. It's actually melting pretty fast today. I need to get a new pot though. It's definitely disintegrating the paint on it, but this looks incredible. Look at that. Look at that cheese pull. Oh yeah. So now we're gonna move you guys back there because I gotta pour the pasta in, and that's a little bit harder to do. Just make sure that's good. Turn that down. Slides right in. I usually do a full box of the pasta, but no one's been finishing it lately, so I didn't feel like it. And the recipe technically calls for only 8 ounces of a box of pasta, and those boxes are 16 ounces. So this actually looks so much better with only, I'd say, a little bit over 8 ounces. I tossed in a little bit more. Wait till you guys see this. Look at that. Look at that cheese. Oh, it looks so good. I don't eat this. I can't eat this. I'm lactose intolerant to a degree. I can't do milk. That's really what it is. But there's so much cheese in this also that this would just kill me. So I'm just gonna let it bubble in itself. It's on low right now, so it's just gonna sit there and stay warm for a second, and then I'll let it cool, and then we'll make the pickled onions. Alright, so I'm doing the onions now. Yeah. So I got, like, it's almost a tablespoon of garlic, because I think, if I remember correctly, it's like 1 teaspoon, something like a half a teaspoon or 1 teaspoon of this is 1 clove. Hold on. You good? Okay. Like 1 teaspoon of this is like a clove or something like that. Well, it calls for, if I had the 2 onions, it calls for 6, so I was just gonna do a tablespoon and it should be good. This one doesn't call for salt. I'm still gonna put a little Himalayan salt in it. A little, like, 3 little grinds of it. So there's salt and garlic in there. And so then it says, vinegar, water, and sugar you boil in a pot, and then you let it cool. So I have to figure out measurements for this. I think I'm gonna just do, instead of a 1.5 cups, I'm gonna do a cup. Make sure it's nice and pickled. So I wanna measure this, and I'll be back. So I got my pot and my measuring cup. So it says 1.5 cups of vinegar and water, so I'm gonna do 1 of each. So maybe I do just a 1/2 cup, because this is strong. I'll do about like 2/3. 2/3 of that, and then I need to get water. I refuse to use sink water. I will continue to use bottled water. 2/3 water. Might do a little Yeah, that should be good. It might bring down the potency. And then it said for 3 tablespoons of sugar. I'm just gonna like pour a bunch of this in. It's actually quick dissolve, super fine sugar, so it'll be good. Alright, so that's all in there. And I'm gonna let this boil and then I'll be back. Alright, so I cut the pickles, or not the pickles, the onion. Minced garlic's in there, salt's in there. As you can see the steam coming up, I have boiled this. Now it says to let it cool, then pour into the jar, store in the refrigerator. So I'm gonna let it cool. It is very potent. The onion was also very strong. So I think these are going to be some good pickled onions. I'm trying to mix everything together, but I'm going to let this cool down and we will see. So I got the dishwasher going, so it's going to be a little loud, but I got the mac and cheese in one container and a second container. Cleaned up everything because I don't like leaving a mess. The only thing for dishes I'll have is the pot and then the spoon over here. I'm still letting this cool down, so might be a little bit. Might put it on the counter just in case the cat decides to jump up over here because she likes to sit here. Yeah, I'm gonna do that just in case she does that. But I got it all ready. Everything's all mixed together in here, so now it's just the waiting game for the mixture to cool down, and then I can put it in the fridge and all that and stuff. But I don't have anything else going on today. I'm not doing anything else today. So I think that's gonna be it for this one. I think it's been a substantial enough of a vlog and update and just chilling with my cuties. Huh, Harles? Hi, baby. And the other one's right there. They're waiting for food. It's not time yet. You're so cute. But that's about it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will let you know in the comment section down below how the pickled onions came out. And that's about it. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.